the demo. So I'm going to show you the revised order, not the order in the book, because you already have that. Okay. So axillary border points, lower trap points. That's line 2 we've got there. I'm going to get right in front of you. Line 3, infraspinatus. Watch your toes. So now we're going supraspinatus, line 4. Then we're going compression. Then we're going levator scapula, and you can modify with the hand under if you like. Then T1, working your way all the way down, right? To here, right? That's where we ended just now? Okay. Oops, sorry. So now, from QL, we're going to go to forearm compress, and it just says gluteals, but what I really mean is we're going to go along the sacral edge of gluteus maximus attachment. So you can see where my elbow is at the high point of that. Yeah. Or feel. And I'm just going to go along the edge there.
Along the edge of the sacrum?
Sacrum, yeah. And keep in mind you're right on the sciatic nerve. So some people will, will take note of that for sure. And I've given this cue to a couple people. You want to avoid getting your elbow that far out in front of your shoulder, because look at where the force is going. And to stabilize that, I'm having to really work extra hard here. So let your shoulder catch up. Not like this, because now front of my deltoid's working too hard, but slightly behind, the force gets easier and it's more downward. So keep tracking that. So as your arm is going forward, you have to keep revising your stance and keep getting to here over and over. So this last point, I'm now on sacrotuberous ligament, and ischial tuberosity is right here. So let's just get to there. Then we're at palm pressing the hamstrings. Just like we did like on the forearm, for instance. Some of you might feel your wrists already, maybe, hopefully not. An alternative would be rows of knuckles. And same thing here, look how I'm putting my hands in place, look at my body, and then pouring my weight, putting my chest over the work. Of course, I have, how many hamstrings?
3.
3. One with 2 heads, so it's almost like 4. So maybe I go more medial for that one. Maybe I go more lateral. So that also I can finesse where my hands are. And then I'm gonna just change again. Coming onto the calf. Why I'm doing it like this is because we have 2 heads to the gastrocnemius, so this way it sort of treats them a little bit. They're independent. And then I like to actually come down a second time, right down where I'm using the heel of my hand, right between the heads. And you probably all have noticed this in bodies, but the calf tends to be, so however deep you went there, you probably shouldn't go that deep in the calf. It's more tender typically, and especially as you sink between the heads, you're getting to the soleus, and that's going to be more tender, even more so. Okay, so that takes us to the heel. Then I'm going to swing around. I like to just brace under the foot, and I'm going to do a few lines with my knuckles, starting most medial right in the arch. Maybe midline, so right where my big middle knuckle there is, that's right where plantar fascia starts, so that's a good spot. And a third where I'm emphasizing the first index knuckle there, a little more outer. All right. Then we'll pause after this one. So this table's so teeny for me, so we'll pretend. It's so cute. It's like a playhouse table. So find the right place where your leg is so that their foot can rest on your thigh and it's relatively neutral here. And then first with a nice broad forearm, starting at the anterior part of the heel, so emphasizing on the plantar fascia. What I like to do is compress with my palm down and then roll my arm open as I release the pressure. Press with the palm down and open. And if you can, as you go, let the foot stretch into plantar flexion. So you get a stretch of the bottom here. And for some, they might need more of a stretch. Like this is a decent stretch. But if they need more of a stretch, it's not here, but what I would do is just come to here. And using my hands on her foot, I'm not putting her foot on me, but bracing on my body and easing into a deep stretch. Okay, let me show you that again. So down along the sacrum. Palm compressions or knuckles. Palm compressions. Midline palm compression. 3 rows of knuckles. Forearm rolls. And the emphasis isn't on rolling, it's on compressing. And then the rolling is just a way to come out of the compression. Oh, you can always use points if that feels more relevant, right? Oops, sorry. Bonus stretch if necessary. In our body assessments, we talked a lot about calves overpowering tibialis anterior, right? So this would be one of the ways that we're going to address that.
You're using your palms, right?
Yeah,
So you
it's kind of like the heels of my thumbs.
got it.
The main thing is, I mean, you could put your foot like that. You could do that, but how presumptuous is that? I don't have breasts, so I can do it, no problem. But plus, she's actually really on my xiphoid, which is it's a little tender, and then otherwise her heel is in my mouth. So this kind of works well. That's why I do like this is nice, and then the socks can be clean or not. It doesn't matter. All right. So let's just start from QL. We practiced that as a part of bunch. Let's start here and try the new part.